Hi guys, this is Alex here from the AKA Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing some sort of FIFA 18 video, but not exactly. I'm just doing one where I think these players all deserve legend cards, but haven't got one currently. Some of them have only retired recently, so it's understandable, but others they should have got one by now. And I would like to see one or two in FIFA 18. So let's get started. First of all, we have Jersey Jujek. I'm a Liverpool fan, and he was a Liverpool goalkeeper. Very consistent for us, and his most famous performance was in a very famous Champions League final, 2005 in Istanbul, where he saved like 3 penalties and won us the helped us win the penalty shootout massively. So I think he deserves an 87 rated legend card, to be honest. Next, we've gone to one of the most Premier League's most famous left backs ever, Ashley Cole. I think he deserves a legend card. I mean, I can't think of many left backs that played in the Prem that were better than him. And I'll probably have him in an all-time England squad at that position. So I think he definitely deserves one, and the card looks pretty good. That's what I think he should have as the card. I think the stats are pretty alright on that. Next we have Nemanja Vidic, who only retired last year, I think it was. At his prime, he played for Man U. He's one of the best centre-backs, if not the best centre-back in the world. You could not get past him. Like, you might as well just kick it out for a corner if you're near him. So I think he deserves 88 because he's up there with Ferdinand and Terry, like the best of the best in the Prem. So yeah. Now we go on to a player who didn't play in the Prem, but I think deserves a legend card because he was so consistent throughout his career. He played up till about 39 and he only retired very recently. He played for several different clubs. He was solid for every single one he played for. I think he scored a goal in the Euro 2016, and that was his last games in that tournament. Ricardo Carvalho, he was getting started for Portugal at 38 years old. His card looks pretty good, and I think he deserves 86, but I could even argue he deserves 87 or 88, to be honest, because he was very good throughout his whole career. Next, we've gone to Philip Lahm. He's claimed, he's not even retired yet, he's still playing, but he's claimed at the end of the season he's going to retire for Bayern Munich. He's a one-club man, loyal to Bayern Munich his whole career. Very consistent, the best right back in the world in his prime, still is probably arguably the best right back in the world, even his last season. So yeah, definitely deserves 87. Even 88 or 89 will be deserved, I won't complain, but I'm just doing what I think EA would give him now, because I saw Scholes only got 89. Next we go on to my favourite Liverpool player ever, Steven Gerrard. Yeah, I think he definitely deserves an 89. I mean, you got Shearer 89, Scholes 89, Lineker 89. I think he's up there with them, the greats of the Prem. And yeah, I just think he deserves it. He was consistent. He was technically weren't a one-man club because he left for LA Galaxy, but all his best years were at Liverpool, and he saved us in big games so many times. He's the only player to score in every final that he's played in, and he scored some absolutely brilliant goals in his career, and I think 89 is definitely deserved. Now we go on to Zidane. Unfortunately, he weren't playing while FIFA was made on Ultimate Team, so I had to get another player called Zidane, but he's spelled a bit differently, but never mind that. He's probably the best centre midfielder of the 21st century, and probably one of the best of all time. He was just extraordinary. I think he could do anything pretty much in terms of attacking football. He had one of the best first touches and everything. He didn't have a great end to his career because he headbutted the player and got sent off, but he also scored one of the best penalties I've ever seen in that same game. So I think he he's just like up there with some of the greats, and deserves a 92. Because apart from Messi and Ronaldo, I think he would have been the most renowned player of the 21st century so far. So yeah, definitely deserved. Next, we go on to a Barcelona great, Xavi. Retired about 2 years back now. One of the best playmakers ever on his day for Barcelona. He was good in his 30s as well. He retired on top. When Barcelona had won the treble, he retired at that season. So he retired on top of the world still. And I gave him 94 passing because I think it's fully deserved. And him and Iniesta, if they get a legend card, they should both be 90 because they were the best midfield partnership I have seen personally in my lifetime. So, yeah. Now we go on to one of my favourite players, well, who was one of my favourite players to watch in football, Ronaldinho. And no explanation necessary, look at the stats, they're amazing. He had everything for an attacking player on his day. He was fast, he could shoot and pass brilliantly, and he was really well known for being able to get past defenders, and I don't know, he was skillful. So 91, yeah, again one of the best players of the 21st century in his prime. He didn't have a long prime, but when he did have his prime, it was one of the best primes ever. So yeah, and he taught Messi, he helped Messi become the player he is today. So thoroughly deserved. Next up, we have who was everyone's favourite striker one day. Like, if they watched him play, it's the Brazilian Ronaldo, and he was the best striker in the world by a mile. Definitely before his injuries, he scored goals like every 2 in 3 games. It was just the record says it all, that he deserves this 91 rated legend card. He had everything you would want from a striker. He did go down heavily towards the end of his career because he had a few career-threatening injuries and still managed to play at the top of the game for as long as he did. It was extraordinary. So yeah, 100% deserve that. I was even thinking of giving him 92, but anyway, last up we have probably the most famous one. It's Diego Maradona. Obviously Maradona won't play more FIFA, was out in general, so I had to get a player called Diego that looked a bit like Maradona for FIFA 11, and yeah, just use that. But 94 I think is what he will get, because I think FIFA will refuse to give 2 legends 95 rated. But 94 is still amazing, and it's pretty much what Messi's rating is most of the time. Same position to what Messi used to be, similar stats to what Messi's card is. So yeah, and 95 dribbling, he's arguably the best dribbler of all time. I would give it to Messi, but because I ain't watched Diego Maradona play, I'm not old enough obviously, but some people would argue that. And he was responsible for England going out the World Cup in the 1998 World Cup. Yes, he did score a hand of God goal, but the other goal he scored was one of the best dribble goals ever scored. And yeah, most Englishmen hate this guy, but only because of how good he was, I guess. I mean, he did cheat, but apart from that, his career was sublime. So yeah, guys, that is the end of my future legends wish list. I don't want, obviously they're not all going to be next year, but I think all of these players would deserve a card. And I might do an episode 2 of this, but I don't know, because I don't know if I can think of one for each position. I can think of loads of more of attacking players, but I don't know. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.